Ralston House is a child advocacy center where children and youth have the opportunity to talk about abuse that has happened to them in a comfortable, safe environment. Ralston House works with law enforcement, social services, and the district attorney's office to investigate abuse and to provide services to children and their families. I'm joined this morning by Ralston House victim advocates Paula Torres and also Misty Horton, and also Kevin Donahue, an investigator with Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Thank you all for being here. This is so important. So first off, let's talk about Ralston House. I did my best kind of explaining what it is, but can you go into more depth about what Ralston House is?
The Ralston House is a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to stop the abuse and start the healing. We provide forensic interviews to kids that have been abused or suspected of being abused. We are on track to see about 1,400 kids this year.
Wow, my goodness, that's pretty upsetting to think about. So many kids are being abused and need help. And Kevin, talk about your role in Ralston House.
As a law enforcement officer, I identify the need for a forensic interview based on whatever the crime it might be. I'll act as the intermediary to arrange for the interview. The day of the interview, I'll show up, brief the staff as to what's going on, and then talk to the family, and then observe the interview.
And how are families actually referred to Ralston House? How did they end up there?
Like I say, I identify the need for a forensic interview. I will then call the Ralston House, find available times, and get them together.
But why not have a child just interviewed by the police?
Mostly I'd say anxiety. If you can imagine what it's like to see the flashing lights in the rearview mirror as you're driving your car, it's the same thing for a child. If you tell them you've got to go to the police station and talk to a detective or an investigator,
nerve-wracking.
It is.
Yeah.
It makes them very nervous.
Paula, what other services does Ralston House provide?
We also provide free pediatric sex assault for children, and we also give free abuse presentations for organizations that work with kids.
Okay, and Colorado Gives Day is right around the corner. So Misty, talk about the impact if someone decides to give to Ralston House, what it will have.
Yeah, so Ralston House is a nonprofit, which means we provide all of our services to families at no cost, also to law enforcement and social services at no cost. So we really rely on the community to help support us as well. We're a very community-based organization. So tomorrow is actually December 4th, Colorado Gives Day. Anybody that's wanting to donate can do so on our website, ralstonhouse.org.
Okay, reach out, Community Gives Day, and help the Ralston House. What other ways does Ralston House kind of reach out and focus on?
Every April, we have Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month. So we do Pinwheel Gardens. Throughout.
And those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Are those the blue and silver
They are.
pinwheels?
Yeah, so we sell the pinwheels as a fundraiser, but also to raise awareness. And the pinwheel is the national logo for child abuse prevention awareness. Okay. So, you know, if you kind of see throughout the community in April, pinwheels, people plant them in their homes or businesses out front. So that's every April. Statistics do say that 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys have experienced some sort of sexual abuse before they turn 18.
1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And so before every child leaves Ralston House, they actually get to take 1 marble from a separate jar and drop it into a larger jar. And that really just tells the children that they're not alone.
Oh, my goodness. So you really have thought so much. I guess you learn as you go, too, by working with these children to know what empowers them and makes them feel better. And just a simple place of a marble lets them know, like you said, that they're not alone.
Definitely.
Wow. How can people find out more about Ralston House? What's the best way?
Ralstonhouse.org.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you all for coming on the show, and thank you for the work that you do. It's so very important. Again, you can help Ralston House continue to offer services to young victims of abuse. All you have to do is just reach out today, and make sure you do that. Reach out and help. And you can help families free of charge. Tomorrow is Colorado Gives Day, and we urge you to consider making a donation to this important organization. Donate online at ralstonhouse.org. That's ralstonhouse.org, or call 720-898-6752. That number, 720-898-6752. If you suspect a child is a victim of child abuse, please call 1-844-CO4-KIDS.